What's happening? Y'all know what it is. It's another episode of the Gangster Chronicles podcast. It's your boy Big Steele along with
The narrator.
And see, this dude just had to just go and introduce himself. He just can't follow the protocols. No, but we got the narrator RBX up in the house. What's going on, X?
Man, everything. You just staying out the way. More focus on the music that we grew up listening to, opposed to trying to kowtow and fit in and follow the trends, you know. I think there's a hardcore element, or the element that comes with our music that can keep it sounding the same, give us the same, provoke the same emotions and the same vibe, and you want to ride with it without speaking on this or that, or violence or guns and stuff like that. We can still rock out at the party and you don't have to have a Draco. So I've just been working on my music, trying to keep my the legacy that I built for myself, and just trying to keep it alive and not let nobody finesse my dreams with their schemes.
Mm-hmm. You know what, man? It seems like the whole thing is based around controversy nowadays. Everybody got this controversial angle to where they feel like they got to diss somebody or they got to talk about somebody.
That goes to the point we got to make on that is we got a bunch of people that want to be stars, that want to live that rock star lifestyle, but don't necessarily have the talent to pull it through. So now you have whatever they can do to gain some type of momentum, whether it be the Jerry Springer style or the Rona Barrett style. But yeah, it's a lot of crap.
That's what I call it, like Jerry Springer, the Jerry Springer era. Everybody want the bullshit.
Yeah. And I think everybody want to be in this rap limelight, you know, and pull up in their Maybachs and they big fancy house, but they don't understand that it's a lot to come with that. So, like I said before, when you don't got talent, real talent, and you ain't striving to pull a new style through or come with something that's real legit that people could really write down, they just got to come with a bunch of nonsense. And right now, people not trying to move forward, strive. We got people that are striving. You got people that will thrive and strive, but then you got most people just gonna pick their phone up and be like, "Ooh, what? Wow, ooh," and that becomes the entertainment. It's like lazy entertainment. You ain't got to do nothing but wake up, stretch, and turn your phone on. As soon as you put your phone on in the AM, it's something before you even get out of bed. It's drama. Be like, I see something today, I ain't gonna speak on it because there's some suckers and they ain't worth my yada yada. Yada yada this, and I'm like, damn, I ain't even got out the bed yet.
A lot of motherfuckers are addicted to drama though.
A lot of people are, but them is the ones that don't got no skills. Them is the ones that want
skills needed though today.
It really is. Yes, it is. That's why they don't like cats like us. That's why they don't like us cats.
As far as our generation, you saying? That's why you saying, because the young generation don't feel that we're needed at all.
Nah, well, I've never really.
They expect somebody like you to set the mic down and move over and basically pave way for some young cat you might know right now.
And I possibly will. That is the thing. However, if the Almighty has given me the voice, the mindset, and the juice to go forward, ain't can't nobody tell me nothing. I'm finna be out there like Mick Jagger till I'm 90.
You know, they can do that. They allowed to do that. They don't have no problem. I'll be seeing the OGs get down, get busy.
I see all the old rockers. See, and I attribute my career to the rock stars. You want to be a rock star? Okay, well, you know, you got the Claptons and the Led Zeppelins, man, they rock forever. Huh? Mm-hmm. What? I'm rocking forever. I'm not finna let no little weird kid coming in with the crap tell me what I can and can't do.
Yeah, well, you know what though, man? I'm gonna tell you this. I don't like the bullshit. I don't like the drama. But sometimes it gotta be addressed.
Sometimes it gotta be addressed, but that's if you don't put now if you don't put the work in and when your music come on, it don't sound like it's supposed to, then go sit your ass down. I got folks that are jumping my chest right now. I actually was on that. Like, man, I'm gonna sit my ass down. I did something for one of the homies. And I started getting phone calls. Nigga, you sounding good. Man, you come over here and do this. I got a couple dollars to do a verse on this. I'll do that. That's how the Hibernation Shiver album ended happening. I was depressed, okay? I had lost my nettie, my grandmother, my brother. I was like, done with rap. Fuck all rap niggas. This shit is fake. That's how I was feeling. And I was like, yeah, you know, and they was doing all this crap that really wasn't getting into. The homie called me grouchy. He was like, yeah, I know, shit is changing. He said, but there's a niche for your style of music, and we wasn't even focused on here. I was thinking Australia, because Australia got number love for brothers. Australia, Uruguay, the Philippines. I was like, man, there's more than these weirdos around here. So I started focusing on that. Not so much EDM. I wasn't trying to change nothing. I just wanted to change the dynamics. I wanted I didn't want to just be regional. I wanted to be international.
Man, you know what? I know exactly what to do with you. You know what you need to be doing. You need to be hitting the homie Fieldy back up from Korn. How was that money doing them rock shows? It's way different, ain't it?
Oh man,
doing that rock and roll shit, dog, is way different. It's bigger money. You know what's crazy, dog? Body Count, man. The homeboy, man. The homie that was in Body Count, man.
You know I got Liquid Metal.
Yeah.
It's already done.
It's already done. The Fieldy produced that?
Nobody, huh?
The Fieldy produced that?
No.
Korn didn't do that one?
Korn's on there.
Yeah.
It's a joint too. I got 2 joints from Korn.
You need to put that out.
Fieldy, Monkey, and Head.
Yeah, you need to put that out, dog. That rock and roll shit.
Only thing I didn't do, which I should have done, and probably still can, because I did never burn no bridges. I could still probably go call him, hey man, and get Jonathan to go work with something and do something with Jonathan. We would kill shit. Right now to this day. Shout out to all my rockers. You did.
Yeah,
I don't want to start saying names because I know them all from being on the road with Korn.
And that's a different type of bread, and they appreciate you.
And I don't have to worry about none of that, the rap shit.
Hey, you ever meeting them rock people?
No, I've never had the opportunity to venture off into the rock and roll.
Yeah.
I guarantee you it's a bunch of motherfuckers that fuck with you over there. I guarantee you. Them motherfuckers appreciate hip-hop.
Say less, cuz. I'm working on a rock album. I'm gonna show my niggas some shit. And I didn't give it to nobody.
Yeah, you need to put that out, dog.
Everybody was asking me, check this out. When I do, it's not that nefarious, we gonna try to, no, this is my baby. I'm not finna give it to you for a nigga to play CEO or play something. No, it's gotta be solidified. It's gotta be something that's solid. So when I give it to him, we already ready. It's not we gonna see, nah, I ain't got time for these niggas to play games with my life. That's why I'm not over there.
You know what, I want to ask you something, man. And it was something that bothered me. It really bothered me. I saw your former CEO had some disparaging shit to say about you, and it was more in clown mode, like he was
talking about Fat Tiny.
Yeah, that's, you know.
All right, so let's just address that glass big elephant in the room. First off, yeah, I was in civilian clothes. I went to UNLV out of high school, and I didn't even play my 12th grade year. I got a scholarship, a full ride scholarship in 11th grade, homie. You dig? Mm-hmm. So when he seen me and I was in civilian clothes, Harvey High told all the trainers, this is going to be one of the fastest. Do not let him suit. Because I ain't gonna lie, one day I suited. They had some assistant coaches coaching, and the head coaches ain't around you all the time. He doing this thing. The assistant coach didn't know. I slid off in the locker room and got suited, pardon me, and got suited. Put my leg brace on it.
Because you got hurt your senior year. Yes. And that's what I told somebody. I said, he's not telling all the way, he's not telling the whole story. He's not
telling the whole truth. And he's not serving the people the whole truth or nothing but the truth. You one-sided. And I understand why he's doing that. Because he's trying to get traction for some bullshit that he's doing, and he need to keep his name somewhat kind of relevant. Only way he could do that is use the death row people. Me, Dad's Corrupt, Snoopy, Dre. He can't say nothing good because he's a nefarious entity. So he got to come with something. If you listen to him, his vocabulary only goes past 300 words. Bruh stink, yada yada. He ain't really that bright, you dig? And it was a contradiction when he first started. He said, well, I don't usually talk about my rebels, woo, 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 but then commenced to talk about how my breath smell. So how you not gonna talk about the rebels that's on your team, but go right into talking about the niggas that's on your team? Now, I'm not gonna come up here on this thing. I've seen some episodes of some other stories when cats get up there and incriminate it, but he know what's happening. I ain't finna, oh, woo, wow, wow, woo, woo. Mm-hmm. But you could ask Worm on Alondra. He was there. You could ask Half Dead. He was there. You could ask a few cats. So all that nonsense he talking.
And I do know about one incident where my boy Tony Lane rode up there.
Oh my God!
My boy Black Tone, Black Tone rode up and all the bullshit changed.
Man. And that's what I'm saying. See, he not telling those stories. Mm-hmm. Speak on that. They was trying to gobble me. I ain't gonna speak on it though. Do you know what I'm saying? It's too many stuff being funneled through, and I ain't fun to incriminate to be thrown under the bus, but he tried it and it did.
Shout out to the homie Black Tone, man. Black Tone hung out with more Crips up at that baseball card shop. You know, he from Treetop. Mm-hmm. But he hung out with his best friends was Crips. Like all the Crip homies.
It's some stories I can't even speak on. I love Black Tone. That's my guy. Yes, he did do that. Sugar Bear turned around. I mean, like he seen a ghost. And he talking to me so hard. I squared up. I squared up. Tommy squared up. Sugar free come on. Not giving no fucks. You see, this is what people do. He's not just, that nigga's active. He was out there with goons. Free walked up, boom. We squared up. It was like 2 against 8 at this time. Mm-hmm. No problem, 8, you did. But it's they stepping. We squared up. I tell the homies, get back to back. We finna get down. I don't think Black Tony even said nothing. No, Sugar Freak walked in. RBX, Black Tone wanna holler at you. He looked at Suge. I said, Black Tone wanna holler at you. And we looked up. Nigga.
My nigga Osama was up there in the cut.
Oh my God, they was up there really, really deep. And then Tone go like this. Suge turn around and get his ass up out of here.
Yeah, the only Black Tone, Osama was gonna have something heavy with him too.
Man, he get up out of there fast. He say, he just stood up. He stood up.
Just get on.
Get on. So then after that, I was like, whew, that was kind of crazy. Mm-hmm. So I'm finna do a lap. I get on the track and I'm walking around. All the cars was in the inside, lowriders and shit. I'm walking around, whoop, whoop, whoop. And I get to, my nigga, we holler real quick, whoop, 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 whoop. Say a few words to me, we slide up out of there. We've been 180 cents.
Black Tone got me my first check in the business. Man, Black Tone got me my first check.
Me and my Nettie Bird used to go up there all the time. Mm-hmm. And I'm not really no baseball card kind of guy, but if I could run up on one of the super rare collectors, I need some of those. I don't want a whole bunch. I just want the ones. That's it. Just a few of the ones, you know what I'm saying? I think I would have loved to have a Fernando car. You know, I like classic shit like that because Nando shitted for the city. L.A., when Nando came down, I was like, yeah, Nando striking everybody out.
You low ride X?
Yes, I do.
I know 8 low ride.
Yeah, I do. I did a little low ride.
I just seen the dudes that's just sitting there for like $5,000 and it's all rusted out because I wouldn't buy nobody else's shit. I gotta buy mine raggedy. You got to laugh at me the first month.
That's what all the homies do. Glasses getting them some shit built now.
You ain't going through the course, homie. I mean, the vultures.
Yeah, my first rider was toe up.
You got to have it. My starter, boy. And that's how you get it. That's how it's your rider. If you don't do that, you don't know the idiosyncrasies of your car and know what it does. Like, oh no, it does that. But if you kick it and tick the, you good. That's your car.
The homie just, as a matter of fact, the homie just, I'm gonna show you all these pictures afterwards. Glasses sent me these pictures, dog. He looked like he in the sand lot somewhere, this raggedy ass car, just gang, 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 gang. I'm like, dog, what is you doing with that? He said, just watch and see. And I've been seeing him build it up over a little time. I see what he doing with it. I'm like, okay.
That's what you do.
Okay.
Anything else is uncivilized. You can go buy somebody else's car, but I'm gonna tell you, when you go to the hood where that car came from, first nigga gonna be like, okay, well, you on so and so's car. It's not even gonna be your car. They be like, cuz you bought that car from yada yada. That's Joe Bob car. You be like, nah, this is my shit. Nigga, that's his color right here. Nigga, you gonna have to go tear that.
And depending on what Joe Bob had going on, you might have heard some of his problems.
You will. You never know if he had a situation.
Yeah, it's better to build.
It's just better to build your shit. Only goofies go buy a car from somebody that don't know, but like, oh, show me your lowrider and then drive around in that nigga shit. That's like winning a nigga Letterman. You got to do something different. You got to change the wheels off top. If it ain't got no hydraulics, you got to do that. You got to come with some paint. You got to switch it up.
Hey, I want to ask y'all both some shit, right? Because I was just thinking about this shit because it seemed like it's more lit in the streets today with the violence and stuff like that. Cats getting smoked in their cities and stuff. But I remember in the 90s, they was running y'all tapes over. Do it seem like it's worse now, man? Like the music don't kind of got more, kind of like not as strong as it was, but it was y'all was catching more attention on the violence in y'all shit. But it's more violent today.
Yeah, it's more violent today because we were coming from an entertainment standpoint. I mean, yeah, shit happened, but we were talking like, I'm gonna bust your head open lyrically. These guys nowadays talking about busting your head open figuratively, and they gonna go get a Draco and really shoot at you.
And make a rap about it that night.
That part, we wasn't doing that.
Our era,
we wasn't telling on ourselves.
I mean, let's just put it in perspective. Southern California was infested with gangs. From the time I grew up as a 70s kid, there were gangs. And so
yes,
getting in the transition of music, it was more frowned upon us to be representatives because of who we had to deal with as far as our music and companies were concerned. The white people frowned upon our aspect of what we were saying. It was messages we was trying to get off to people to let them know about this lifestyle. Okay. But it was frowned upon back then in the days when they first started. The NWAs, the Compton's Most Wanteds, the Ice Cubes, the Death Rows.
Yes.
Because a lot of us transition from the neighborhood into music. Okay. and let's just face it, you just couldn't be you just couldn't be a nigga off the block out the hood and get a record deal. You
Good, because the first thing somebody's gonna be saying, even the CEOs, where that nigga from?
Today, with the simplicity in putting out music, I don't need an executive or a CEO to okay my shit. I can put my shit out myself.
Right. Your bedroom and record that shit
with no filters and no.
And as X was trying to state, as he was stating earlier, the talent, the
exclusiveness,
it depreciated from niggas. We wanted to be MCs. We didn't want to be gangbangers on the mic, even though we came from that. We really
striving to run DMC.
Right. We prided ourselves on being true MCs. MCs. I didn't think about, when I went into the studio, I didn't think about dissing whoever my neighborhood was beefing with. I didn't think about dissing niggas I went to high school with who was what they call ops now.
Right.
You know? I thought when I got on the mic, I wanted to rap hard like a Rakim.
Yes.
Or they wasn't talking about, I'm a go over, like I'm
gonna shoot you in the face.
We know niggas was doing drive-bys, and we came from the gang element, but we prided ourselves on wanting to be true MCs.
Right.
Wanting to be real lyricists.
Today,
right.
I think with the difference is with the violence in music, and you got a lot of like niggas are still in the hood, right? You got a lot of young generation niggas who still coming up in the hood. Music is there, right? It's a different. We used to spray paint on the walls and cross out niggas and whatever. That's beefing with us. That's real hood beef.
It was beef. It wasn't kept on the record.
Nowadays, nigga, I can go in my kitchen and get on the mic and go fuck them niggas across the street.
Right.
And that's
all my dead eyes.
And then on top of that,
now you can't come outside.
On top of that, I can grab my nigga right here with a camera, and now we gonna go in the backyard and shoot a video with all our guns and shit, and then we gonna go fuck them niggas around the corner. It's not really, I don't know if they really on the I want to be an MC as opposed to I want to get on the mic and diss my
and be hard.
Right?
Well, I'm gonna tell you now, all that shit is coming to a thing, because I was watching some shit the other day, and I was like, wow, they saying this one cat out here had the whole thing when Lil Durk's man got, when the whole shit with Lil Durk and his man, anyway, somebody wound up getting smoked. All of this shit is real shit that's being played out on these podcasts, though, dog. And I'm like, man, these niggas, man, needs to be a code of silence. You didn't never say nothing about stuff. Well, now everybody is telling everything.
They said that. They're going to shoot you, they're going to tell you how they shot him, where they shot him, and why, and when. And what color they had on.
Because the internet and social media and content creation has made the code of being authentic go away. Because everything is about bread. Everything is about money.
How much guap you got, nigga? You ain't got no stacks. I be seeing little jumping up with like, I mean like 10 grand over here, 10 grand here. I'm like we wasn't doing that. You would have got your head knocked off showing somebody 10 bands.
Records I made in the past on major labels, and I don't want to say that money wasn't, but money wasn't like. Man, I was happy to do a record, man, and get in the magazine, man, and be tour and shit like that. I didn't necessarily, royalty checks and publishing checks and all. I really wanted to be an artist, even though I was in the hood and we were selling crack
and we was doing
and the nigga
all
was banging and toting straps and hitting niggas up who passed through and whatever. when I grabbed the mic, I wanted to be an artist. I didn't want to be a motherfucking content rapper. Like, nigga, I'm finna get on the microphone and just start dissing.
Let me
niggas.
tell you.
And then a lot of niggas feel that, because I had a young nigga tell me once, dissing a nigga felt like he could climb the ladder faster by dissing niggas. You feel me?
You get heard.
I get heard faster and quicker than if I diss a nigga it's just the way it is.
Man, I don't know what it is, man. And I always tell people, if we came on this motherfucker talking about youth football programs and we just gave a couple of dollars to the United Way, wouldn't nobody watch that shit. But if we come on here talking about, oh man, what happened with this and such got knocked out, man, it's gonna get millions of views, dog. It's gonna get attention. Negativity just drive the space now, bro.
Yeah. Yeah.
But man, my nigga, rest in peace, man. I used to ask him all the time because he loved shit like that. He loved those shows where the bitches be fighting and the niggas be in the shit, and then they like, and I'm like. And
Rich was on that Zeus Network
man,
shit,
huh? He loved that shit, man. But
my brother too.
They loved that shit. And
he got the pen.
He didn't know why, but it was just like he would sit up like a gossiping.
Oh
bitch.
yeah,
he would sit up like a gossiping female and be like, "Oh, the show coming on tonight."
Nigga, like the Jerry Springer.
They got a new episode.
Nigga, they finna get damn.
And I'd be on the phone like, "Nigga, why do you watch that shit?"
Because I can't stand it, bro. I can't stand it.
I'd be like, honestly, it's embarrassing to me. Like, because it's always some sisters or some niggas or, it's always us.
I seen two sisters fighting. I was so embarrassed on me. They was asshole naked. And I'm like, we got to do better. And people just driving by and just looking, and they outside, titties out, coochie out, the whole, in dirt. They probably fighting in dirt. I'm saying we got.
They probably had their kids by there watching.
Looking bad. We looking. People
that's
just
so and so, and then so and so was scrapping with so and so, and then so and so, and then big so and so came in and do. I'm like, nigga, you love that shit. I said I can't stand it because it's embarrassing to me.
It's embarrassing. We look bad. I'm saying I think we got to do better. People like
Jerry Springer.
Man, it's even worse than Jerry Springer because Jerry Springer had rules. And they would get to a certain point.
Jerry Springer to me was scripted.
Yes, it was
like we're gonna make up this shit. Like,
right now, this was some shit
right
on
here,
Fig.
It ain't. It's just
it was on Fig.
We gonna
get
take
down.
this broad, and then we gonna take this broad. We gonna put them in the room together
because we know they gonna
let
get
them
down.
start talking shit back and forth to each other. Because it's
and a million people around the country. I'm gonna tell you something. Shout out to my homeboy Big Ham, AD. Anthony Dalton, me and him played ball together at Long Beach City College, right?
Right.
He told me, man, come up here and hang out with me. He had a security for Zeus Network, right? So I go up there, and they letting people from the audience, people from the general audience come in to watch the taping now, right? It's girls in the audience that want to be down so bad that they jumping up out the audience trying to fire on the bitches that's on the set coming in. Because they want to get saw. They starting fights in the thing.
Fight you, bitch.
Just getting cracking. I saw one girl just bomb on this white girl because she like, I'm the baddest bitch out here. I want to be a baddie and just bomb on this white girl like, you can't be no baddie. Bitch, go on out there. I'm going to take your seat.
It's like
yeah.
what I say. I said it has gotten to the point where motherfuckers do whatever they can.
When you want to be a star and don't got no talent, I'm gonna do whatever. I'm gonna get. I think I see. I'd hate to say brother name, but I ain't gonna disrespect. But he was out there. Oh, I'll fight anybody, Bro, you doing this for?
Who was that? The 4 extra cat?
I don't know.
Big swole dude?
Yeah.
There's a couple of them swole little young niggas walking around here. They run anybody's face.
I'm like, bro, you not from here. You're going to get killed. That's TV shit. Understand TV. You can't just fight anybody in L.A. because.
Oh, you ain't talking about the 4 extra cat because he from 40s. You ain't talking about him.
4 extra. Oh, no. I actually like 4 extra. Off the back.
Yeah, 4 extra is funny. I like 4 extra. Yeah,
I like.
Yeah, 4 extra off the back.
I like. Yeah, I ain't talking about him. It's another nigga. I don't even think he from out here. I think he from Florida. But he was talking about.
Oh, I saw him before. The swole dude walking around with his shirt off.
I think he gonna just. I say, man, it's so many idiosyncrasies with this LA-ness. You don't know. You could be here 10, 15 years and not know all the nuances. Nigga, I mean, like what? Oh, and you gotta know it. You can't just get to talking about there's some monsters out here. Some of them ain't all rah-rah. And you jump out woo-woo on the... They're not gonna say much.
And it could be a small little skinny dude watching.
Tear your ass up.
It could be a small little skinny dude. It could be a fat
with a
nigga.
rocket and gonna be like, you gonna do what the who? Fighting is in certain settings.
Southern California is the land of the squabble, though.
In certain settings, you don't go like, because
California is the land of the squabble, though. Southern California is the land of the squabble. You go ahead and chunk him.
Yeah, but you squabble a nigga up and he got that thing.
Yeah, those are the days of yesteryear.
Yeah, man. Yeah. And we still got those ways.
And they even turning that into like content now. Let me get that fade. Let me get that fade. Like now, even squabbling with a nigga has turned into content. You feel me?
Content.
Because you see every nigga on a podcast or on the show
talking about they finna MMA and nigga.
I'm ready to fight.
I mean, I seen this one cat, bro. He was funny though. I don't care who you are.
What you say?
I don't care who you are, where you from. I'm knocking you out. I'm catching your feet. I'm like, oh, buddy. But he was dead serious.
Crazy.
He was really like, I'm like, buddy.
How being famous and getting some type of celebrity status is it's not even built on like artistic talent, like
authenticity.
Motherfuckers who draw or take pictures or people who write songs or it's all drama. Now it's like, nigga, I'll fade you. That's the content. Yeah, like
and some of these niggas is old, dog. Some of these niggas is damn near our age, if older.
It's just and that's what's so unfortunate because I don't know. When I grew up in
everybody want to be famous right now.
In the street world, and I grew up in the neighborhood shit. Niggas wasn't questing to be famous.
Man, I'm gonna tell you what
to be in the hood.
Hey, this would be
my bread.
Not so much famous. What would make you famous is you pulling up to one of the events, nice shit. Camaro, something really clean with some Daytons on it. You the man. You got brand new Daytons on you, some real Daytons. I mean, like not curb whip, the ones that's brand new, like out the box. That's a lot of. My brother was one of
simple shit.
My brother was one of those. My brother was like, yeah, I ain't tripping on that. You know what I'm saying? I just give me a luxury sport on some Daytons. I'm sliding to the way. And he ain't lying though.
Yeah, I never thought when I was coming up in the rap game, it never. I was never indulged by going to buy a BMW or a Mercedes. Nigga, I went and bought me a Cutlass with the Euro front end. And put some brand new Daytons.
I had a light blue Brougham.
Nigga, from Performance Plus, got me some brand new Daytons out the box and I put a Nardi steering wheel on my shit.
So let me give you mine. C-Style was out there doing this thing. C-Style said, RBX, you want this car? And I'm like, which one? He said, the Cadillac. You got to get the seats. The seats was broke. I was like, the 84 Brougham with the light blue, dark blue top, dark blue pinstripe, cold. I said, yeah, I got it seat button. I put something. Where's the seat? So I could. You already know. Yeah. I read the sheet up, and then next thing I knew, I ran and put some chrome with the gold ones on the light blue lack, and I'm sliding around. I'm like, what? Wasn't even tripping. I didn't think, I needed $450,000 coloring to be successful. Now, I was riding around in my car with fucked up seats, feeling like the man. I'm on Dayton's. I didn't want to get too close to the curb or nothing. And that's how it was, I
think simpler times.
It was a simpler time. Now we got cats that's, being influenced by other cats that's being influenced by, I say, Rick Ross. The cats is, and I'm not saying that as a bad thing for Rick Ross. Ricky doing his thing, but cats is looking and seeing. Oh, I want a Maybach, a Cullinan, and well, that costs a lot of money. You got to go.
You know how they used to say that our generation influenced a lot of the niggas coming up under us to be gang banging young niggas and do all kind of shit. Do you feel that the imagery of what a lot of rappers put out, you know, because niggas put out the ball and y'all balling. I was selling keys, or I was in the hood. You know, niggas got the chains. And do you think that influences the youth to feel like that they have to reach that status to be recognized?
Yes. I don't know.
And the chances that they might want to take to get in that position. Because, you know, it's a lot of niggas on the internet who rapping who is this nigga? But damn, this nigga got 1,000 chains and he got 50 cars and shit. So, you know, it's kind of
watered down.
Right. But the imagery is real fake now, because a lot of that shit is real, and the money be fake and everything else.
Listen, what niggas have done is, I used to love wearing jewelry. The only one that I think we used to see that truck some jewelry like that and just stun on a fool would be Slick Rick. Mm-hmm. And that was acceptable because that yes, Ricky D, go do your thing. But nowadays, Cass is putting on all kind of bullshit, and it done watered it down. So now everybody got on the Ice Tech chain with the whoop wop 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 wop, and it's just like it's commonplace.
Well, you know what? They started buying that shit from the back of the Source magazine.
Yeah,
they're just wearing any damn thing.
That's
you know
what I'm
I mean?
saying, and it's watered down. It's become commonplace to see somebody with a bunch of bullshit on. So even if you see somebody with something that's super stunting, it has less value because you done seen all this fake shit for the last 5 or 6 nights, and you're not impressed by like niggas, knock it off with all the chains.
Well, you know what, man? The thing is, the shit is starting to hit the fan now, man. Because you got people getting RICO acts, man. The homie Big U is gonna call them a RICO dog.
Yeah, I mean, I stay up out of people's business. I mean, they try to run some RICO on some of my loved ones in Long Beach. They just beat that shit because they was trying to stick shit that was unfounded because they trying to get shit to stick. When it comes to other people's business like RICO shit, it don't turn Long Beach. I'll just be like, man, I don't know. We just gonna have to wish you the best. Number one, that ain't my business because I ain't from your set. And number two, when they get all, here's the thing, we get all televised with it. You understand? It throws it to a whole nother perspective because if a lot of motherfuckers wasn't knowing all the dynamics, you know, now everything is all on the internet, so it just make everything look more enhanced.
Well, it's almost like you can't get a fair trial now because everything is just so, you know what I'm saying?
Because there was some shit that came out that I never heard that I'm not going to repeat. But I'm like, damn, why you did that? Okay, so now I'm already influenced.
Well, what it is,
like, damn, why you do that?
But see, it ain't for you. It's for them potential jurors that's gonna sit up on that thing to make them say, this is the most evil nigga right here ever on the streets.
Damn, cuz, my nigga, I just, like that. And that's what, I don't want to say his name, but the influence, I wouldn't call him an influencer, the Rona Barracks, the gossip. Oh, he did this and I got paperwork on him and all. I don't know when that became famous. Like, oh, nigga, I got stacks of paperwork on niggas, huh? Mm-hmm. Nigga, the conversation would have stopped if you'd been talking to my niggas. You got, okay.
For real. For real.
Stop talking. Niggas, stop talking. Like, real quick. Hey, niggas ain't gonna do no Adam 12s. We ain't gonna do none of that. We already know because, okay, yeah, nah, Silent Bob.
Yeah, man, I don't know. I don't see this shit coming to no end no time soon, though.
it's coming to an end because all the ones is striving to do something, you know, the reputables and whatnot. Ain't nobody trying to go up there. Ain't nobody trying to do nothing like that. It's slowly they tainted that, you know, style of podcasting. To go up here and spill your guts. Okay, that style is they done played that. They done played that. You can go up there and get some information up. As soon as you go up there and get the spilling, I forgot. I think his name. I think he's from. It wasn't 40, but it was another little cat. He's from 40. Faces tatted up. Adam 12 asked him something. Yeah, I called him Adam 12. Adam 12 asked him something. My nigga just looked at him. He said, "Oh, so you were woo wah woo wah 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 woo wah woo." Then he asked him something else. He said, "Oh yeah." Then he asked him again, "So you were over there when wah woo woo wah woo 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 wah." That was the smartest nigga I seen on that motherfucker. That's what we need. He didn't say nothing.
Niggas want to be celebrities.
He
That's
didn't.
the problem.
He was up there doing his thing. He said, "Yeah, I got my raps. I got my."
I just don't. I don't know. I don't understand. Like, for any nigga who came from that walk of life,
We want to go out there and just spill the beans.
it was all. It's just like I'm saying. Like, I came from a neighborhood, and the niggas that I looked at as older niggas or OGs, it was a code. You know, it's always been
a
that.
code.
It's always been like this code.
Yeah.
Even back to whatever. You know what I'm saying?
And that harkens
The shit that got John Gotti in trouble.
shit
You know,
that
stop
also-
wanting to get on magazine covers and
That-
talk
that-
to the press and all that type of shit.
That harkens to the one. Okay, so we grew up with a certain way of life and ethics and whatnot. But then we got a lot of kids just flying in from outer space that been influenced by that and think that shit's real. You feel me? They don't know the dynamics of the gangbanging shit, and then they fly out here, and now they thinking they got to be super turned up. And buddy, you're gonna get. You have to really be born in this shit. You can't be an implant. You can't come and just land and then be here a few years and think you know the ways. You might know some things, but you don't know the ways.
Yeah, you have to.
Though you have to be.
You'd have to have moved out here, went to elementary school with some niggas,
way back,
and then came up like that.
Yeah,
like,
yeah. You can't just come out here and know the ways, because niggas gonna figure, and then that's when you get played in your weakness. Even if you is a strong individual from that neighborhood, when you doing too much, it's gonna be a point in time where somebody gonna be like, "I don't like Cub. Who's Cub?" Somebody gonna be like, "You know, that nigga ain't kidding to me. What's Cub on?" And they gonna get the plotting on you, cause you ain't from there. You was an implant. Now the niggas that's from there, born there, yeah, they ain't gonna try that shit, cause you know it. Auntie, mama, cousin, Uncle Jimmy, woo wah wah wah, you gonna have problems. But if you just flying in and you don't really have no foundation, it's just you and you came down here to meet your cousin, nigga, they'll knock y'all nigga head off if y'all get the balling too hard.
Yeah, for real.
Fuck them niggas. Homie ain't from around here anyway.
Well, you know one thing I've been meaning to
Niggas
ask you.
fly.
One thing I've been meaning to ask you, totally on some whole different shit. I see that the whole bunch, Snoop got Death Row Records now, right? I see the Dog Pound on put out an album. I saw the East Siders put out something. Is we go ever get RBX, Lady of Rage, anything like that? Jumping off?
I don't think so, bro. I tried. I ain't, I really have tried. Snoop told me, dawg, pick tracks and everything. I did everything. Came back, my nigga. They ain't hollered at me. I ain't mad, though. I ain't bitter. That's why I went and did Hibernation Shivers. Okay, the Hibernation Shivers was when I told you I wasn't calling. I didn't call. I wasn't tapping in. I wasn't trying to be.
Is that your attitude?
Yeah.
Because I feel the same way about shit. Like,
I'm just
me.
I'm
Fuck
just
it.
me.
I'm not gonna beg.
Right.
Or
I'm
with
not
a
trying
to. Where I am is where I'm supposed to be.
Right.
You got a lot of fans who feel like, "Oh, X man, you should be, man. you should be here, and they fucking you, man, and how come they don't whoop-de-whoop? And then I try to tell motherfuckers, I'll be like, you know something, I'm where I'm at because this is where I'm supposed to be.
And in all honesty, Snoop Dogg is really, really, really my loved one. That's really my cousin. He got his little quirky ways, but everybody do.
Of course.
He's asking me, come on, man, woo-wah, woo-wah. I don't want to be no star, Snoopy. He tried to thrust me into a lot of things. If I'm not feeling it, I'm not feeling it, okay? I never came into this. When he first took me to Dre's crib, I told Dre, I ain't trying to be on the record. I ain't trying to be on the record. I said I came to bring Snoopy out here for Snoopy to get on the record because he had no. Goes back to what we speaking on my raggedy ass 73. You dig? It was raggedy. You could barely make it, but I got Snoop out there because I wanted Snoop to do something because I knew niggas in Long Beach was killing. I didn't want him to get killed up, shot up. You dig? Because now my mama and his mama Beverly. So that impact gonna hit my mama. So let me go. Then get out the hood. Them niggas ain't doing nothing but shooting. You know, yada yada got shot last night at the highway center. Going to get a pack of nail later. Got the munchies. Nigga went up there and they got the shooting, killed the nigga. I said, yeah. No. I got off work, jumped in my tray. Because sometimes it'll start, sometimes it wouldn't. Sometimes you gotta hit the starter.
Bump that starter. You gotta bump the starter with that screwdriver.
And if it don't work, I just set out there.
Niggas don't fuck with niggas out in the tray. They in my tray. That starter go out there. They put that hood up, take that screwdriver.
And I think it sounded like the teeth was grinding. I'm like, man, you gotta kick back. He said, you ain't gonna start. It's gonna start. Just be kick back. Then he got his little moves and shit. It started.
So you pulled up in front of Dre's big ass crib with your whip like that,
I still don't. I don't know nothing about trying to appease people's egos. I don't care what you think. Nigga, my car got 4 wheels and a steering wheel. And when it starts, and it got a 454 engine, and I will run you on one wheel. I'll use with one tire because I ain't have father traction. That one tire will tear up. I pulled up and went to work. Now Suge didn't like the car. He's the one that got my car towed.
Suge got your car towed?
Yeah, because it was. I was working on. I had a Benz. I had got a Benz just like everybody else's, but I wasn't really comfortable driving it. I really wasn't. I'd have it. It was parked. I'd be in my 7 tray. That's where I felt comfortable. Then they got it towed because I took it to the solar building around the corner, and it was under the thing, and we was working on something, and it wouldn't start. The starter issues. I'm like, I don't feel like fuck with this car. I got somebody drive me to Long Beach. I said, I'll come back and get it later. Jumped in my Benz and went to check on it, and Suge had it towed. He was like, oh yeah, that's that. Suge said he don't want none of this artist riding around no raggedy ass cars like that. And I'm like, okay, that's what's up. I ain't arguing nothing. Man, that's what's up.
He said he wanted y'all in Benzes and shit, huh?
Yeah. I had one, but he didn't know it, and he didn't buy it.
You played, when you found out he was the CEO of Death Row, did that trip you out because you played ball with him?
Who?
When you found out that Suge was the CEO of Death Row.
Well, no, it didn't trip me out.
You met Dre first, right?
Okay. So how that happened was, we riding with I'm bringing Snoop to Dre house, and he was telling me about this big old dude named Suge. I'm not thinking Suge, like my Suge, like my nigga Suge from UNLV. I wasn't thinking that. I think, okay, this nigga, okay. So we go somewhere, we doing something, we working. First it was Rage. Rage say, I probably was looking kind of crazy. My glasses was broke. I had some tape on them to stick them up, to hold them up and shit. So Rage came in, yada, and said, I see Death Row just signing anybody right now. I thought this was finna be something exclusive. He's just signing anybody right now. I said, you want me to spit something for you? She said, no. Attitude. She didn't know I had spit. I didn't say nothing. I just walked around like a mild man, like Clark Kent.
Oh, she was talking about you?
Yeah. Then Suge walked in. So I said, Collins. You know, all football, we call each other by our last name.
Mm-hmm.
Collins. Suge. He said, what you doing up here? I said, Snoop, my cousin. He said, oh, okay. At this time, it was Future Shot.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't no Death Row. I'm like, okay. I said, well, I'm going to stay down with the situation just because of Snoop being my little cousin, but I ain't trying to be all in the video dancing. You understand me? I'm just going to be here to hold mine down. And that's kind of how that started. And then at that point, Dre was like, nah, I need this nigga on the record. He should was like, I know you ain't finna have Collins on it. I think you should play football with me at UNLV. Dre was like, that nigga nice. We sure didn't know because we didn't hang out.
Mm-hmm. And what Rage didn't change their tune when you got up there doing your shit, didn't you?
Yeah. Everybody changed their tune.
Mm-hmm.
Haven't you ever heard of a killer?
Yeah, no, nobody heard that. That was done at about 4:30 in the morning. You know what I'm saying?
What they hear? Not a storm, plural, make it many storms.
That was done. That was a freestyle.
That was a freestyle? You wasn't freestyle. You had that shit wrote already.
No, I didn't. One Take Jake, freestyle. I was giving Dre, he was like, nigga, what would you do to this? He said, hey, look at this track. I'm like, okay, cool. Woo, 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 woo. He said, what would you say to this? And I was just waking up. I hadn't smoked or nothing. 7 execution. He said, ooh, that sound hard. Get in the booth. So we went in the booth and put it on, and I just freestyle long as I could to start kind of falling off. And Dre said, come your ass up out of there. And I was like, okay, hold on, Dre, let me get my shit together. I thought he was playing. He was like, nah, nigga, you said some shit. I did. I said, but I ain't warmed up yet. He said, nigga, come your ass out the booth. And I say, what you mean? Never in the whole time of doing no recording with Dre have you could go do something one time and come out. That nigga's gonna make you do it 30 times. Can't do it just like that one more time. Just like that with the S's, just one more time. Okay, with the S's, but one more time, just like that. So when he said, come out after the first take, I just knew he was some bullshit. And that nigga said, nah, nigga, you did that. And I didn't hear it again until they finished it. I didn't know what I said. That nigga took that part, put the bomb in and all kind of shit. So that was one take. Just.
Oh, so you wasn't there. How about the Stranded on Death Row? Was you there when Bushwick was there?
Yeah.
Because they was almost over there. Big Mike, Convicts, and all of them.
They was.
Lord 3-2.
Lord 3-2. They left
Big Mike and
they left a week. They left a week before
it got started.
They left a week before, and them is my niggas.
It was supposed to be
Big
the first
Baby,
group.
all that. And listen, let me say this too, because Cass be asking me, did Lord 3-2 and Big Mike influence? Yes, they the fuck did. Them is my family members. They was with us. I was battling with Big Mike and 3-2 at least 3 or 4 times.
Big Mike told me he used to be lighting that ass up.
They had that apartment.
Big Mike told me he used to be lighting that ass up over there.
Big Mike couldn't get none.
Big Mike said he said I used to fuck RBX up twice a day at least.
Yeah, he lied.
I remember that whole scenario.
Yeah, he lied. That nigga lied. Mike, don't just say that bullshit.
We came up with the Death Row name. Me, Unknown, Slip, and Chill, sitting at Hamburger Hamlet, and Unknown came in, and we was having a meeting about some CM Dub shit, and he said they looking for, Dre and them is finna start a new label, and they looking for a name. And Unknown was like, Eiht, you can go over there and you can write and blah, blah, blah.
Right.
And so
it was strictly West Coast.
He said they trying to come up with a name for it. And then we came up with the name Death Row, and we spelled it like Def Jam, DEFROW. and it was GF Death Row at first. They had leather coats and everything. With the
I remember.
Before Unknown had one.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
I remember.
And then
that was before Unknown got swole up over there.
Yeah, Unknown took some money from Suge to do some beats, and at the time we was working on the music. Like I said, I knew all the whole setup.
The whole
about 3-2 being out there, Big Mike. They was supposed
Big
to be
Baby.
They was supposed to be the first group on Death Row. Big
The
Mike and
convicts.
3-2, and they left and went back home. And then that's how everything else, and that's how the name changed to Death and whatever. But yeah, I knew all about that, about the whole.
Ain't lying, I was there.
Yeah, so Big Mike wasn't serving that ass every day.
He never. I never got served. Facts.
Don't make me call the homie. You right there on the speed
You can call
dial.
anybody. I got witnesses.
Your ass is stupid.
I
All right.
I didn't get served by nobody.
Man, I don't know.
Never ever.
Because you know I'll call the Peter man.
You could call.
I'll call the Peter man to see if he's digging that ass up.
Peter man. You can't call Lord Speed 2, rest in peace. You could call Rage. You could call Half Dead. Now you could call Big L. Rest in peace. You can't call Big L, and Ty Cuz, but C Style. All the ones. It was not like it was.
Man, you know what? I got to shout him out real quick. The homie C Style. I talk to C Style maybe every other week. Every other week. And he go come sit down with us.
Big Style?
Yeah, he'll come sit down with us.
Free
Shout out to C Style.
I did some shit for Big C Style on the 19th Street project.
Yes.
indeed.
Yes, indeed. 19, buddy. So all that is where we came from. So that's why I felt comfortable. Matter of fact, when we didn't have no Cullinan, C-Style gave us the blue Monte Carlo to slide around in. He said, RBX class, you got to stay your ass from coming, because I used to go through down Long Beach Boulevard on the 60, and I had to go past them apartments on Greenleaf. Well, everybody be out, and them niggas would have knew. If them niggas would have knew I was from Long Beach, nigga, I would have had to run that way toward Old Hood.
Down motherfucker.
I would have had to go the other way.
Nigga.
Yeah, because them was where my folks was at, and I said, man, we got to get outside.
Yeah, I just got finished texting the Peter man. Peter man said X know what it was. I used to serve that ass every day.
Shut up.
I'm just let me quit starting shit, man. I like seeing X get riled up because he take that shit serious.
Get riled up because could nobody fade me.
X, you was
fade me.
I heard.
I wasn't even trying.
Oh, I'm gonna tell you something I did here. That nigga Scarface said you was down there in Houston one time. And you was busting at this thing and you shut the whole shit down. You remember that happening?
I do. And then they went and beat up the police. I was like, ooh, these niggas, I've never seen that in my life, Eiht. These niggas jumped on the laws. So we was rapping. What was me, Bushwick, Scarface, and Snoopy. We do our little thing. We walk out. We meal for her. I think I might have had a drink or something. But the spot was over. That was like the grand finale. So we walking out and shit. At that time, I don't know nothing about security. I don't know that I'm a celebrity. I'm just walking out with everybody else. And then Houston police pulled up, and it was two of them. They got separated because the other one kind of kept rolling. Man, them niggas say, man, fuck them laws. That's all it took was one nigga to say it. Man, fuck them laws.
Yeah, them Texas niggas get cracking. Them Houston niggas get cracking.
Fuck them laws. They think these niggas had the police car surrounded. Wow. I'm like, man, the police. We crazy in LA, but we don't attack the police.
Jay Prince got a heavy hand down. Jay Prince got a heavy hand down there though.
We don't attack the police, man. We let them motherfuckers go and get on about their business. All them niggas, fuck them laws. They attacked him. Woo, snatched him out the car. Car surrounded. He couldn't do nothing. They snatched a gun, everything.
Man, I pretty appreciate you coming up here to sit down with us, my nigga,
man. Now I'm gonna keep working on some things, bruh. So I'm a building girth. I don't plan on bowing down.
Right.
I don't plan. I'm gonna increase my girth. So you know. And I got some things coming down the pipeline.
Yeah, and when you get ready for that, man, you can come up here and sit down right with the homies and let the world know what's happening, all right?
Yeah.
Y'all know what it is, and we out of here on that note.
Yeah.
Yeah.